The galaxy was built on control. Every colony, every fleet, every species bound by the commands of the Galactic Federation. And at the heart of their dominance was science. They engineered weapons that never questioned, creatures that killed on command, machines that obeyed without hesitation. But then came the Deathworlder project, a genetic experiment to create the ultimate soldier, the Cub. Born from the harshest worlds, enhanced with implants, sharpened instincts, and stripped of free will. At least, that was the plan. When they placed it in the arena, in front of the Council itself, the Federation learned what happens when a weapon refuses to obey.
If you love cinematic sci-fi tales of rebellion and power, make sure to subscribe for more sci-fi stories every day. Enjoying the story? Hit the like button. It really helps these sci-fi adventures reach more people like you.
Now back to the story. The chamber sealed with a heavy hiss. Observation decks polarized. Above, the counselors watched in silence. Behind reinforced glass, Federation scientists tracked every signal, every heartbeat, every neural spike. Below, in the center of the arena floor, the Deathworlder Cub stood. Its frame was lean but powerful, muscles reinforced, eyes glowing faintly with circuitry, spine traced by implants that pulsed with artificial light. This was not a child. This was a weapon. The first command was issued through the tether, engage. The Cub remained still. Another signal followed, attack. Still, it did not move. Confusion spread across the control deck. Monitors showed perfect reception. Neural pathways lit green. The Cub heard the order and ignored it. The counselor frowned. Release the first predator. A gate groaned open. From the shadows emerged a war beast, taller than a man, grafted with alloy claws and steel fangs. It roared, charging across the metallic floor. The Cub moved at the last instant, sidestepping, letting the beast crash into the wall. No counterstrike, no kill. Scientist, deviation detected. Subject evaded but did not engage. Counselor, escalate. Release the second. Another gate opened. A larger predator lumbered out, its body armored, its movements heavier but more destructive. Now two circled the Cub. They lunged together. The Cub moved between them with inhuman precision, forcing their strikes to collide. One staggered, the other roared in confusion. The Cub vaulted free, untouched, uncommanded. This was no malfunction. This was defiance. The Federation triggered environmental controls. From the arena floor, holographic barriers surged upward, crystalline spires forming a shifting labyrinth. The program was simple: limit the Cub's options, force predictable responses. But the Cub didn't follow the lanes. It climbed the barriers, slipped between fractures, moved where no code directed it. Predators crashed through projections, breaking light into shards. Above, a surveillance drone circled. Its targeting system glitched, firing a low-energy beam by accident. The blast scorched the floor inches from the Cub. It didn't flinch. Instead, it used the haze to vanish, reappearing behind both predators. With a single leap, it pinned the armored beast to the ground. Claws pressed to its throat, yet the strike never came. The Cub released it alive. Scientist, termination withheld, protocol ignored. Counselor, increase pressure, flood gas. Sedative mist poured into the arena, thick and lethal, enough to drop entire platoons. The cub crouched low. Its eyes glowed through the fog, breathing steady, unaffected. Gas protocols failed. Override signals failed. The counselor slammed his hand on the console. Deploy clamps. From the ceiling, heavy restraints descended. The cub moved once, predicting their path. They struck empty floor, embedding deep into alloy. Cannons whirred alive. Energy beams lanced down, crisscrossing the chamber. The cub moved with minimal effort, weaving between them, not randomly, but predictively. It had learned the fire pattern faster than the gunners could adjust. For the first time, the cub raised its head. Not towards the predators, not towards the systems, but towards the council itself. It looked directly at its makers. The chamber filled with panic. Override tether, force stasis lock, increase neural surge. Commands fired in rapid sequence. The cub ignored every one. The counselor's voice hardened. Terminate it. Weapons primed, cannons fired. Energy ripped across the chamber, floor scorched black. When the haze cleared, the cub still stood, unharmed, unbroken, unbound. It stepped forward once, slowly. Then it roared. Not at the predators, not at the systems, but at the council itself. The sound rattled through alloy walls, through reinforced glass. A sound not of a weapon, but of a will. The arena, built to showcase obedience, had instead revealed rebellion. The Federation buried the incident. Records were falsified, logs rewritten. Officially, the cub was terminated during testing. But those who stood in that chamber knew the truth. The Federation had not created a soldier. They had unleashed defiance. And somewhere, beyond the walls of the arena, the Deathworlder Cub still lived. Not as property, not as experiment, but as something the Federation feared most. A choice.
The Deathworlder Cub refused to obey, and this is just the beginning. If you want more epic sci-fi stories from the galaxy, don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and join us for the next chapter of Rebellion.